We were taking a trip a little while ago, and it doesn't matter where, it was Georgia, but we passed a billboard for a funeral home. In huge letters, it said, "Cremation with confidence." And I thought, it never occurred to me not to be confident about cremation, but now you got me wondering. I mean, how does that work? You know, is it, hey, I ordered well done. This is medium rare. Can you take that, put a char on it for me, maybe? Have you ever seen something lying on the floor and you bend down to pick it up and you miss, but you still stand back up? And then you bend down again and you miss again? My personal record is 12 times. At that point, I said, "Oh, the dog will eat it." My wife said, "It's a sewing needle." And he needs the iron. So let's talk about the tiny elephant in the room, shall we? I mean, y'all have been looking at me for a few seconds now, and you know, I mean, let's just get it out in the open. I have no butt. I am buttless. It's a disorder. I've had it since I was born. ADHD, acute deficit hyene disorder. And it's the sad thing is, I mean, if you saw me naked, and for $10 you can, but you would see back, hole where I poop. So I went to my doctor and said, "Doc, I've got ADHD, you know, can you help me with this?" And apparently ADHD means something entirely different to most of the medical community. And he started explaining it, but I got bored and quit listening. But he did say, if you work out, you know, you may be able to build some muscle and actually have some sort of curvature back there. So I go to the gym and I work out, and the gym I go to is really nice. It's got a whole bunch of TVs on the walls, but they play ads for a cult. And now they call it pickleball. But it's a cult. I mean, come on. And one of the ads, there's this guy who is kind of running across the pickleball court. He's got his little pickleball paddle in his hand. And he jumps up and he lands. And he looks at the camera and he goes, "Ha!" I'm thinking, dude, it's pickleball. I mean, this was invented by people who thought badminton was too exciting. So I start making fun of this guy in my daily life. I'll be doing chores around the house. I'll be like, you know, dusting the furniture. And when I finish, I'll sort of, you know, give the cloth a little swash and I go, "Ha!" I scared this man. I'm sorry. And my wife actually loves it. She'll go, "Oh, you look so manly when you do that. Can you do the ha thing while you make dinner? Can you do the ha thing after you vacuum? Can you do the ha thing when you can't do the ha thing when you fold the laundry?" Yeah, she doesn't know me. She's just testing me. I can do it. How many here know my wife Ashley? By applause. If you know my wife Ashley, applaud. There you go. All right. How many of you here are married to my wife Ashley? By applause. Look, I have to ask. We're Mormon, so it could happen. You know. I mean, I don't want to do my set and then at the end of it have some huge guy come up to me and say, "You insulted my wife. Let's step outside. Zachariah, hold my milk." Ashley is a beautiful lady. She is fantastic. She is loving. She is warm. She is kind. She's intelligent. I am blessed to be married to her.
Oh, where's she at?
She's right over here. However, she has a dark side. How many of you have ever been sunburned and had your skin peeled? My wife actually lives to peel sunburned skin. Don't applaud, you're going to encourage her. So I got sunburned a few weeks back, and once I started peeling, she was all over me. And she was just giggling, and she said, "I love to peel skin. I should have been a dermatologist." You heard it, right? I said, "Honey, It's pronounced serial killer. But the thing is, she has a very quiet, confident air about her. She asked me to take her to take a overnight package and drop it off at the drop-off spot, a FedEx package. She sent me to a strip mall. She said, this is where the drop-off place is. So I took the FedEx package in there and or to the place, and it was a UPS store. It was not a FedEx. And I walked in, and it was like everybody stopped. It was like those scenes in the Westerns when the bad guy comes into the saloon. Every eye was on me. So I walked up to the counter and I said, I'm guessing I don't need to bring this here. And the clerk said, no, you do not. I said, listen, I'm sorry, my wife sent me here. And he said, just how stupid are you? I said, well, how long have you got? That's quite a conversation. But I said, I'm sorry, it's a mistake, my wife sent me. And he said, do you do everything your wife says? And I said, yeah, pretty much. He said, if your wife told you to jump off a cliff, would you do it? I said, no, maybe. He said, if your wife wanted to peel skin off of you, would you let her? I said, let me tell you a story. I'm John Puckett. Thank you all very much.